speak on the issue of regulations as enunciated by the leader here, minority leader. You see, the issue of regulations, the law states that the minister may bring regulations, may. Does not, it's not actually compelled to do that. That's one. Two, the traditions in this house is that regulations only come to the floor of the house when they have been rejected by the committee, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, we need to look at this so that actually regulations find their way.
Honorable Bias.
Mr. Speaker,
yes.
Let me educate my colleague leader. Under the new constitution, anything that should have force of law must pass through this house. So regulations are subsidiary legislations. If a minister wants to enforce them, he must bring them here so that we can put soul of force of law into it. So don't erode the powers of the house. Don't erode the powers of the house. He may bring, that's a choice, but if he wants to use the regulations, he must bring them here. Yeah.
Yes, Owen.
Absolutely what Honorable Junet is saying, and we are the same spirit.
You are agreeing with him, but what
yes,
you are
my
saying,
problem,
what you are saying
yes,
had a different meaning.
No. Or to the extent of what he has said, I agree with him. But Honorable Speaker, there's
when the law says may bring,
yes,
and if it doesn't bring, then there are no regulations. It's as simple as that.
Correct, Honorable Speaker. But what I have a problem with, and which probably we need to look at rules and procedure, Honorable Speaker, is that regulations that have been rejected by the committee will be brought to this house and tabled at the tabled for approval or for adoption. But if the committee does not have a problem with the regulations, the committee decision passes.
Order, Honorable Mbaya.
Yes.
You are pursuing an abstract argument that has no relevance. The issue is there are regulations in force. Your colleagues are saying they have never been brought to this house, so they are not regulations. So, Raso, can you answer that?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I believe the minister was very clear when he was responding to this. And he was saying the threat of terrorism. If honorable members in this house are saying no to that, then they must vigorously challenge that position. Secondly, regional stability. If the neighboring countries are unstable, and we have problems of small arms and light weapons, and even things like mortars and rockets that are able to get into our country. Then the third one is said technological limitation, that if an aircraft is flying below the radar, that is, if it is flying below 10,000 feet, it means it can fly below the radar. So for that reason, what the minister has said, for security of everybody and everything, that is why they are enforcing this. But if we can challenge to say that there is no need to have that, he is actually saying in closing, we will consider any substantial evidence that may emerge warranting a review of measures that are in place. So I think it is very clear. The minister is saying these are the issues, but if you have compelling reasons that why it must be lifted, he said you come forward and give the necessary evidence for that. And I know some of the honorable colleagues who are challenging this are owners of aircrafts. I think there's freedom of using the Kenyan airspace. Yes, there's freedom of using the Kenyan airspace, but security of Kenya remains paramount. Mr. Speaker, I beg to...
Yes, Bashir, you are the owner of aircrafts?
Honorable Speaker, and the issue is not about who doesn't own aircrafts. The issue is that the regulations that are currently operating are illegal. They have not been passed by this House. So even we want you to, Mr. Speaker, to give direction that either they bring to the committee or they are declared illegal. It's not about who owns, who doesn't own. They are owned by Kenyans. That's the fact. So let's agree that they are illegal and they are operating
Yes,
without the law.
Elachi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think we agree. We agree as a House, yes, the regulations must come. But I agree also with Honorable Rasso
Order.
that indeed, in terms of security,
Order, women rep for Garissa.
even when you are flying from the US and you pass